Hey
I
guys,
was living in
watch this
Chicago and this
video and
woman
tell
had a
me at the
son that
end
was
what
in
your
jail,
opinions
right?
are. You will
So this
have to
woman, I
watch
knew
this one
of
to the
her, but I
end
didn't
because
know
it
her,
will
right? So she
shock you,
telling us all this
yet
story
open your
about
mind.
how her son
If you're a
committed this
parent, this
crime,
video is for you.
and now she,
Aspiring
to
to
get
have
him out, she
children,
gotta, you know what I'm
this video
saying,
is
put
for
her
you.
house up.
And if you're
Now,
just
at this
somebody,
point
an
in
auntie
time,
and
I never
uncle,
knew
you
nothing
will need to
about
watch
you
the
had
video
to
to
put a house
send
up
to
or
your
you could
sisters
put a
or
house up
brothers
to
with
get somebody out of jail.
kids.
So
People,
it
this
was
is it.
so much
Take a watch and tell
evidence
me at
that
the end
showed
what
that
your
this young
opinions are.
man
Thank you
committed
for
this
watching.
crime. The lady at the time was like, if I put my, I was living in Chicago and this woman had a son that was in jail, right? So this woman, I knew of her, but I didn't know her, right? So she telling us all this story about how her son committed this crime, and now she, to get him out, she gotta, you know what I'm saying, put her house up. Now, at this point in time, I never knew nothing about you had to put a house up or you could put a house up to get somebody out of jail. So it was so much evidence that showed that this young man committed this crime. The lady at the time was like, if I put my house up and my son flee, because I feel like he's going to flee. But if I put my house up and he flee, I could lose my house. And get this part, the house was passed down from her mother and her father. Her mother and father paid the house off. All she had to do was pay the taxes on the house. But she was telling them that if she was to give up her house, she don't have nowhere to go because she really don't have no family like that. So the son was like pressuring his mom to like get him out of jail. So he kept on telling her like, Mom, listen, I love you. I may never see you again. And she said she was crying on the phone like, but I can't lose my house. This is the only thing I got. I can't lose my house. The son told her, Mom, why would you think I would do something like that to you? I'm not going to let you lose your house. We grew up in that house, me and you. He's telling her, Mom, I cannot let you lose that house. It's so much history there. I would not ever do you like that. I just want to be free right now because as I'm fighting this case, I know they're going to slam me, Mom. I'm not going to beat this case. Now, this woman is torn, right? She literally was crying in front of us like, man, I want my son to be free, but I'm scared to lose my house. This is everything I got, y'all. And she was crying. Now, me, I was 18 at the time. Now, I understood that usually when somebody get out of jail, they usually go back and doing the same exact thing. Because a lot of us already know, especially if you grew up in a bad neighborhood, when you have a bad background, right, it's not a lot of opportunities you can get, right? So you kind of forced to go back to what you was doing because you was making a decent amount of money there. I told the woman in front of everybody, I would not put my house up if I was you. Everybody literally turned their head and looked at me like I said some of the most betrayal, backstabbing stuff they ever seen. So one of the dudes we was all with was like, man, boy, you tripping. And everybody got to laughing. They're like, man, this her son. And then everybody was like, if it was my child, I would do it. I don't know what he talking about. I said, ma'am, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even have no kids. But if my child did a crime and they know for a fact he did it and I gotta put up my house for it, my child's staying in there. I mean, if you can do the crime, you can definitely do the time, all right? If you ain't prepared your mindset for that, that's your fault. Long story short, everybody around her told her to do it but me. And when her son got out, me and him was bumping heads because of what I said. A month or two later, this man moved to a different state. And I ain't never seen that woman after that day, right? But I would never forget one of the people in the neighborhood was like, yo, she was screaming and crying on the phone, begging that boy to come back home, man. And he told his mama he couldn't do it because he'd rather be free. He told his mama to get on housing, y'all, because he know a lot of women that's on housing. This is her son. The mother should have never risked everything she had for her son that is not trustworthy. I get it. You basically trying to make sure that your child is going to be okay forever. But if your child ain't doing things to put them in better situations, they not going to be okay. Definitely let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure y'all follow for more content like this.